Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have already discussed about that things with you, how can show some of the validation message. So here we successfully did that work. So now I want to work with our text area. So text area is also very much important thing. So when you write any kinds of bulk amount of text, then it will be very much important one of the things, right? So in our all the previous video, I have already added some of the input field value, how can add some of the input field values. So right now I want to work for our text area. Okay, so how can working with this text area into the React.js. So I want to share with you. So right now like that is our prevent. So here we don't need our if condition, I just simply remove it. And also we don't need that validation, that means the validate, I have already discussed about that things with you. Here also we don't need this. Okay, I only want to take as an email field, another will be as a text area, and for the text area I just name it one of the property as a details. Okay, I just name it as a details. And also that is our email field. So here we don't need any validation, so I just simply remove it. And then that is our level. So into the level area I just want to make the things as a detail. Okay, so that will be as a details. So then that is our input field. So right now we don't need this bracket, and also we don't need this input field, right? That is our submit button. So into that is actually the level as a details. So here I want to add one of the text area. So if you want to use the text area, it's very much common one of the code as a text. You can see that is actually already added on here. That is our text area. So now I want to add one of the text area, and also here if you want to put some of the placeholder, that means some of the text if you want to visible into the text area, then you can also visible it on here. I just name it as a write. Okay, write on here. So this type of one of the text, it should be visible. So now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, I just click as a save all. Now refresh it. Yeah, you can see that is actually our email field, and that is our details level, and that is our text area. So here you can actually add multiple text as per your demand. Perfect. So previously I have already added that input field, that means here whenever put any kinds of email address, automatically show some of the value on here, right? So now I also want to add some of the value for our details. That means whatever the things we'll write down on here, it will be visible. That means it will be show that value. So how can display this value in React.js for the text area? I want to show you that things in this video. For doing this, like there's actually our text area, right? So after that, better here I want to show that message. So if you want to show that message, I just take one of the H6. Okay, I just take one of the H6, and here I want to visible it. So if you want to visible it, I think friend now it should be already know about it. Because of all, here I want to display our these states, and that is our details, right? So now I want to show that property. That means if you want to access that state, then first of all you have to add that these and then states, right? So that is our these states, and then our property name I have created as a details. So I just simply pass it. And now before we actually add that things in our on chart, so into the on charts area I pass that event, and then our set states with our email, event, and the target value. So it should be just like that, same friend. So now also for our text area I want to do, and that is our text area. First of all I take one of the on charts. So as I told you friend, everything is basic but very much important, one of the core part. Okay, so here I just simply added first of all that will be our event. So I just take as event or event, whatever you want. So I just name it as event better. And then also I created one of the function. So that means here I want to added our function as a set states, right? That is actually one of the building method, as I told you a lot of the time. When you pass some of the value to the states, then you can do that work with using that set states method, right? So if you want to access it, first of all you have to use that this and then set states. So with this set states, first of all here what exactly you have to do, you have to pass your property name. So I have already created one of the property. As I told you friend, everything is just like that same, you can see. So now that is actually our property. So I have created the property as a details. So now I just simply pass that our property as a details, right? And after that, that is actually our value, right? So that is actually our value. So right now I also want to do the same things. That is our property, and then our value in our event. That means into the event, and here that is our target, and sorry, So that is our target, and into the target, that is our value. So I just simply pass that value. Okay, so I just simply pass that value. So that is our event, so that is our event target value, and that is our property. So that is our set, that means the set states methods. If you already all understand about it, now I think they have no doubt about that part to you, right? So now also here I simply displayed our this states details, because of all with our this set states I just pass our value to our which position in our states, and that is our details properties area. So into the details properties I want to actually display that message, that means with these states, and that is our property name. Now click as a save all. Now refresh this page. So now there have some of the default placeholders. So now you can see whatever the things we'll put on here into the details area. Okay, now you can see it's now perfectly display that value. I hope you can well understand about it, friend. That means here we actually get all that our values. So literally we'll actually get all the data that with this value we have to pass it to that database. So friend, as I told you, that's all that basic things, but it's very much important and interactive, all that functionality. That is actually the main core functionality. If you already understand it, if you already practice it, then everything we'll use in our project. So believe me, if you go through with the step-by-step process, and if you capture every part very seriously, everything will be very much easy to you. So trust me and go ahead with the lectures. So in the next video, I want to discuss about another things as a select option. So how can that means how can pass some of the value from the select option. In our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.